Mama, I want more toy.
Hello everyone, I have returned. TFP Freckles, have been gone for like 3 months, and I am back, just in time for the new year. So, I am here to tell you guys what my favorite figures of 2025 are. Now, these are not my favorite purchases. If you remember from last year, I made a distinct difference between favorite figures that released and were delivered to me in 2025 versus figures that I bought, because I buy a lot of older figures as well as get newer, more modern Chug figures. So, first up on the list of stuff that I have bought for the year of 2025 was the 3-pack. Wow, that's very fucking descriptive, but it was the Jazz Wheeljack Bumblebee 3-pack. That was a repaint of the pre-existing Generation 1, Episode 1 versions of themselves. And I gotta say, the painting and sculpting on these figures is fantastic. Like, I think they look a lot better than when they first initially released. And honestly, I think they really used the budget well. I'm not overly pleased by the fact that I spent like $90, which means that like Jazz and Bumblebee shot up in price essentially and became $30 even. But that meant Wheeljack kind of evened out, because he was like $30-$35 when he first released. And honestly, even $30 for all of these for like this good a paint, I don't mind all that much, if I'm being completely honest. However, I had a lovely QC issue that I didn't bother reporting or doing anything about because it was so like, I don't know. I thought about it and then I decided against it, and I really wish I didn't do that, because as it turns out, I don't know how rampant this issue is for everyone else, but Bumblebee has these, I can only describe it as like seismic stretch marks that basically blew up the plastic part holding in his chest plate onto the pegs, right? So for his transformation, he has to jut out his chest plate so that he's able to turn into his little spaceship. Problem is, his chest plate looks like it completely fucking crumbled, like right out of the box. Like, I didn't damage it, I didn't drop it, I didn't go in with a pair of pliers. Out of the box, day of arrival. I don't know if some temperature difference or bad QC or what, but legit, if I can like get the camera to focus, it just looks terrible. Like, honestly, it just broke, and it's a loose fit now. Like, I don't think I'd be able to fix that even if I really wanted to. And so it got me kind of defeated, because the rest of them look great. Like, the painting looks fantastic. Like, everything good about it before is the same, except now it's with crisper, nicer looking paint, and I hope it doesn't like yellow or continue to deteriorate like it has so far. A big disappointment. You know, love Bumblebee, but otherwise the pack itself, I think, is like, genuinely, I do think it is worth it. It's just big disappointment to open up, you know, waiting all that time for. But what's less disappointing was the Gamer Edition Skywarp. Now, that figure, not bad. Not a bad figure. Same with the Starscream, same with the Thundercracker, which the Thundercracker did come out this year. Same as Skywarp, I believe. However, Thundercracker's blue looks kind of ugly to me, not gonna lie. So I prefer the look of Skywarp here. And of course, same as Starscream, and I did the same to Thundercracker. I put a little silver, like, marker Sharpie on his chest plate to smooth it out so that it doesn't look quite as beefy and fat. And honestly, I think it looked a little better on Starscream, but maybe I'll redo it, maybe I won't. Who really cares? I mean, I cared enough to do it, but honestly, I'm pretty content with the Gamer Edition figures as is. Like, I know the older models were pretty good from my memory, but at the same time, I like what I got here. I'm pretty content. I don't feel like I have to change anything. So, on to our next spot, which, by the way, those 3 figures count as 10, Skywarp is 9, and number 8 is number Gamer Edition figure, Ironhide, mold mate of Ratchet. And honestly, Ironhide is looking pretty fucking good. I love his railgun look. The axe matches him pretty well. I thought it was strange for a Ratchet to have one, but it makes sense, since, you know, you gotta cleave some arms off. And it's the same storage, same transformation, same everything. Obviously, it's a different face, which I find very appealing. and it kind of looks like fucking Asa from like Chainsaw Man. If you look real closely, or Yoru, oof, shit. Anyway, getting into Chainsaw Man, I don't know if you noticed, but overall, a good figure. I think Ironhide is a pretty solid pick if you want to go for a Gamer Edition figure. I think it's nice paint, pretty damn good sculpt. I think it's one of the best in the line so far. All the other ones are hit or miss, you know. But on to numero 6, I believe. It is 86 Grimlock. Yes, I'm counting the re-release. Shut up. 86 Grimlock here. What can I say that hasn't been said? I mean, it looks gorgeous. It is big. I think compared to the other obscene price hikes that have happened recently, Grimlock is definitely worth like 60. Maybe if his hands folded away and were actually covered, but otherwise he is a good damn figure. Giant blaster, you know, the paint looks great. He comes with a stupid wheelie that I basically tucked away as soon as I got. It was a long time coming, and I'm glad I waited instead of dumping, you know, $100 or whatever obscene amount that other people were willing to. I think he looks great all around. Very happy to have him. Like, Grimlock is a very underrated appreciation for me. I mean, you gotta love robot dinosaurs, you know. Who doesn't love that? But, onto our next spot, we got 86 Bumblebee. Holy shit, guys. Can you believe it? 86 Bumblebee. Like, it feels like forever ago when we got this guy. And looking at him now, it's just like, whoa, where did the time go? It feels like a whole different universe. The year has been passing by really, really slowly and or quickly. Like, I can't seem to discern when it is that things are happening. I just know that it has, and it feels absolutely insane. But he is a good figure. Everyone knows this. Your mother knows this. I'm hoping for the Cliff Jumper to be released sometime soon, because, like, that would look pretty cool, too, I feel like. Love me some Bumblebee. Give me my red guy. Also, I gotta say, like, the other Bumblebee's face looks better than this one. Like, this one, he looks overly smooth and kind of chunky, almost. And the 3-pack Bumblebee, like, his face looks like how I remember it. So, they might, like, slightly retool this Bumblebee in the future, maybe, or do something to change up the face, because I've heard other complaints from people that his face looks a bit strange. But, I mean, you pick your poison. I prefer the face of the other figure, but obviously the body mold of this one. Pretty damn hard to beat, not gonna lie. Like, I can't see them beating this one anytime soon, though. Could probably be mistaken. Next up, Onyx Prime. Now, what can I say about this figure that hasn't already been said? What you get to deal with is a great looking sculpt, some nice looking paint apps, you know, his own horse limbs interfering with posability, but like that can be helped, you know. So what if he looks a little scrawny? I mean, he's got this great weapon, you know, I think the weapon looks pretty cool. It's just a bit of a minor fuck up on Hasbro's part to give us this figure with joints that could just, you know, fall off if not like touched for a long period of time. Like, I put him on my shelf and brought him back out for the review to show him off, and this motherfucker broke off, like, on camera. Like, it was so fucking funny. I don't know how or why this came to be. I'm appalled as anybody else. The fact that it could get stress marks and the plastic doesn't really hold up despite it being such a crucial joint, yet also so small. Like, I don't understand how this happens. Very strange. But overall, I still like Onyx and his 3 modes. I think they're very cool. Like the dragon head. The wings are a bit overly small for my taste, but they're not the worst. I think there could be worse, and Onyx Prime is not that. He's a very good figure. Now, number 4 here, I mean, I almost fell into the pit of despair that many other collectors did as well. Like, I almost dumped like $70-something on this guy on an eBay bid. And thank fucking Christ I didn't and only paid $25. Because that is exactly what he is worth. He is small, he is chunky, he is fun, he is a good figure. I would highly recommend him to the end of the earth for anyone that even vaguely likes Cosmos or just wants something slightly different. Because how many fucking spaceships are there in the Transformers universe, huh? There are planes, there are jets, there are cars. There are more animals than there are spaceships. And I think he is a very good trash can spaceship. He's very fun. A lot of character oozing from him. Funny enough, my girlfriend said that he kind of looked like the fucking turtle Franklin. Like he kind of looks like Franklin from afar. And I can't say otherwise because I kind of get where she was getting. I kind of get what she was getting at. But honestly, Cosmos, top pick. I love him to death. But even higher, top 3 for 2025 releases, Perceptor and the 2 unrelated cassette bots that he got. Honestly, I love what they did with Perceptor. He's a bit chunkier. He has like the back flap so that you don't see his head. Like everything about Perceptor just works for me. And honestly, what's really funny is I struggled with this mold specifically. Like I remember getting it when it first came out, and I wasn't that big of a fan. Like, he wasn't bad, but my 86 collection wasn't where it's at now. So it's like, oh, well, I get rid of him, I won't be losing anything, right? But then I started reappreciating. Like, oh, but he's so simple, it's easy, and all this other shit. So when Walmart came out with the 2-pack with him and Bumblebee movie Wheeljack, I was like, you know what? Sure, he'd be cheaper, not like, $25 or whatever it was before. Like, this is good enough. All right, I'll get him. And I had him, and then, holy shit, they're re-releasing him. But he looks different, and he comes with extra stuff for $35. And I'm like, okay, fine, that makes sense. Like, thinking, okay, they just slightly changed 1 or 2 things here. But no, I think beefed up his arms, and the back stuff, and redone paint. And of course, the cassettes themselves are pretty cool, but like, I don't know, I was in it for Perceptor, despite not really being the biggest fan. So he reaches the top 3 by being just different enough to be appealing for the year 2025. However, I gotta say, from the number 2 spot, we started off this year pretty fucking strong with Age of the Primes, Megatronus Prime. Holy shit. I know his tank mode is a little gappy, but, oh my god, he is beautiful. This is a gorgeous rendition of Megatronus, aka the Fallen. Megatronus is lovely. He poses well. He holds all of... it just looks great. The weapons combining is cute. The way his cannon extends for the tank mode is fun. I think the Age of the Primes, for the Prime figures, a lot of them are duds. Mid. And 1 or 2 of them outright bad. Like Solus Prime, not a good figure. We have Prima Prime, that was an okay figure. Like, it's good, but the fact that the kits can so easily change up the look and make the figure look 10 times better kind of speaks to how dull and boring it is. But this is a leader. It feels like a leader with exclusive fire effects. I love a good fire effect. I just adore it. And it is good. It is very good. I love it to death. I'm willing to get Toy Hack stickers. And I almost never do that because I fucking hate stickers. But not unlike the Transmetal 2 Megatron from last year, I'm willing to deck this guy out because, fuck, dude, he's worth it. Especially considering what it looks like when he has those stickers on. Like, give it to me, bro. I want it all. But my number 1 pick, totally not biased, is 86 Megatron. Now, I know everyone's going to have 86 Megatron at the top of their list, if not number 1. And I'm no different. Oh my fucking god. Even if the tank mode is complete buns in terms of where, like, the actual turret is located and makes no fucking sense. And yes, he doesn't turn into a gun. But I love it. I am a lovely Megatron fan. I think he is very cool. And this just hits right. It really does hit right. The only thing that sucks about him, in my opinion, is the fact that the cannon looks so disproportionate. Like, it looks like the back end was pulled away from the middle section because of that awful tank mode that they gave him. Or at least awful turret bit that they tried giving him. So that's a bit messy and sucks. But they gave him the fun little sword that he was slashing Optimus with in the 86 movie. And of course, a little gun version of himself, which other people can hold. But I gotta say, he's my number 1. Like, I think out of all the other figures that I've gotten in the year of our Lord 2025, 86 Megatron is the one I revisited the most, I think. Like, there have been a few nights where I'm just sitting looking at my shelf and go, yeah, I'll pick him up. Not even just because he's, like, right in front. No, I have to go behind, like, 1 or 2 other figures just to reach him. and I finagle him out, put him in tank mode, out of tank mode, back in tank mode. It's just so much fun. I would highly recommend this figure if you can get your hands on it. Please don't overpay, but that is my top 10 picks for figures released in 2025. Sorry for the long wait. Been super busy with school and life in general, but I hope that you guys have a great day and wait for my next video where I discuss my favorite figures that I bought, mostly unrelated to what was released this year. You know, a couple of oldies, but definitely goodies in my humble opinion. Anyways, I hope y'all have an amazing day. Thanks for watching.